Welcome back, Tube Dwellers, to another Dawnguard episode. Today, the continuation of Chasing Echoes. I've performed all of the, I guess, physical plane tasks, leading up to and including opening the Soul Cairn. I now stare at the Soul Cairn with Serana at my side. We're going to take a dive inside to the Soul Cairn. I don't see an activate button, so I'm guessing, yeah, it's just going to happen. Whoa, hold on. I'm actually going to look at this loading screen. Each day spent as a vampire without feeding increases your powers. Sunlight reduces or even eliminates your ability to regenerate health, magic, and stamina. Feed on a sleeping victim or someone under your seduction spell to reduce sun damage. Those venturing Skyrim's deepest underground reaches should be wary of the Charus, a giant insect with razor-sharp stuff that is terrifying. Whoa! I mean, holy... You know, it's all cool.
I'd heard stories about
all that is pretty awesome looking, but look at that!
So far, it's
what in the...
what I imagined.
What? Yeah, not what I imagined. You can say that again, Serana. Wow.
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong. Let's just find my mother and get out of here.
Soul Husk. Ooh! New alchemical reagents, I assume? What is this? Talk to a soul.
Must stay away from the keepers. Must stay away from the keepers.
Huh. Poor soul.
I feel terrible.
He is terrified.
End up here for eternity. Seems awful. Like they're still suffering.
It seems like I can see a good ways into the distance, which makes me think I could probably walk a good ways into the distance. But I bet that I would be cut off. Wow. Rock spires. These don't look machined, made. They don't look like an intelligent life form created them.
Are you alive? I must be imagining this.
What is this? It looks like there's a chest in there. I'm not familiar with how this works. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I totally just guessed that. I have never seen this thing before in my life. That was a really lucky guess. Knock out the little glowing lights, and it'll let you right in. Wow. I can only imagine I'm probably going to go through this area really slowly, because all this stuff is really cool looking. Steel Dagger of Burning. Read Weeb's Opus, page 8. Wow, this is not the right page to start with. So apparently it leads off of page 7. Remember, in the end, 76 cliff racers were slaughtered. I was knee-deep in their corpses and my body on the verge of collapse, but I had survived. I smiled to the heavens and all went black. When I awoke, all I felt was my back on a cold stone floor. Every muscle in my body was on fire and my vision was blurred. Slowly, I tried to climb to my feet. It took several agonizing cut-off. So, pages. Apparently there's more than just 8, too, because that cuts off into page 9. Soul gems. Go figure that you would find soul gems in the Soul Cairn. It looks like there's some stuff up there. I can't get to it. It might just be bones. That's what it looks like. Okay, let's stop dilly-dallying. Let us move on. I'm getting started with this recording quite late today. I was actually on a bit of a StarCraft roll. I beat a Masters level player, which felt pretty awesome. I was whooping arse like Indiana Jones at a nude beach. Ooh, a bone man. What? He is somewhat tough. Not incredibly tough, but somewhat. The lightning, of course, you see is from Serana. Ancient Nord sword. Soul embers. Huh. Okay, so Soul Husk. Maybe this isn't an alchemical reagent. Interrupts the soul drain effect in the Soul Cairn. Resist 10% of magic for 10 seconds. That's interesting. Some resist magic. Greater soul gems is cool, but I have a ton of those, so I am likely going to stop looting all of the greater soul gems. I wonder what this is. It kind of looks like it might be a portal, so I'm going to step into it. I don't see anything happening, so I'm going to guess not. Maybe just some kind of magic fount. That is quite alright. I will leave it be. Climbing up out of the stone itself. Wow, that looks like a really tough bone man. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get my pets involved.
Stay back.
Bring the summons into the mix. Yes, yes, indeed. Wow, yeah, this Bone Man is serious. That Bone Man was a sword and board user in a past life. Oh, hey, another page. Page 6. This is probably going to be really weirdly out of context. So again, it leads off of the previous page. Quickly stifled by the sound of over 100 wings. Apparently the cliff racers he ends up knee-deep in. Rising from the Foyada was an entire colony of cliff racers, and they were not out for blood. The blasted thing had led me right to their nest and sacrificed itself with the intent of feeding me to its brood. It was a trap! It was a trap! The damned things had become much too clever. Knowing this was likely the end, I jumped down from the silt strider and hit the back of its legs with the cut off. Another chest. And that is probably going to mark the end of me checking every chest. Of course, habitually, I will likely look in one at some point in the future, but I'm going to try to keep it in mind to just skip them. Let's see if we can. I'm going to keep talking to souls for the time being.
What a horrible place.
Yeah, I agree. If they're one-liners for real long, this looks like it could be some kind of a fortress, and I see a path leading over there. I've got an objective that way. I almost want to explore the ruins, but I don't want this to get incredibly long-winded. I have no idea where she is. I have no idea how much content is between me and her, and I would like to find Valerica, Serana's mother, within this part. I don't really like going over half an hour, but I've been doing that with almost every episode so far. So, oh, wait, hold on. That was a Grand Soul with a Grand Soul in it. That I will definitely still bend over for and pick up. Wow, this is kind of weird how they just crawl up out of the sand. I guess it's kind of cool. It's kind of reminiscent of running around in Final Fantasy and having encounters just happen to you. Most of the time in Skyrim, you can kind of pick your battles. You can avoid certain fights if you want to. You can see them from far enough away. 'Tis not the case in the Soul Cairn. In the Soul Cairn, fights pick you. These magic fonts, they make me wonder. That looks like, oh my god. That, holy crap. That is a giant soul gem that was just soul-sucking me. So, let's see. There is, I wonder what it's considered. Let's go into ingredients. It was called a soul husk, I think. So, S, way down in the bottom. It is not an ingredient. I wonder if it's technically a potion. Way down, where are my S's? No, so miscellaneous? Way down. Man, I wish these things had a scroll bar. I don't know what the soul husk is categorized as. Huh. Food? It is food. The soul husk interrupts the soul drain effect in the Soul Cairn. So let me eat one right now. If my health starts taking off, I will eat another. It looks like it cannot soul suck me. And here's another opus. I didn't see what page this was. Again, leading off, tracking what I call Lingerer, a cliff racer without a nest. He was particularly feisty one, too, leading me on a merry chase across almost 3 miles of ash dunes. I had managed to take a piece out of one of his wings in an earlier scuffle, so he couldn't maintain much of a climb, but he still had quite a bit of stamina left, and he was trying to make me tire of the chase. Almost 2 solid hours passed, and my silt, so the silt that he keeps referring to, and in the last one, the silt strider, come on, pick it up. The silt striders were Order's great sort of harvesting. You know what? I am kind of getting full on carry weight because I have not been good about stopping by merchants, so I'm going to have to skip over any items, even if they are decently powerful items. And it looks like it just started taking my life again. It looks like it's taken Serana's life. That's no good. It didn't take it very fast from her, though, so that's okay. This looks like it might be a barrier, which I don't like to see. Can I walk through it? Yeah, no, I can't. It's stopping me from walking that way. So that is the edge of the Soul Cairn. I can't go any further that way. That's quite alright. Whoa. That's pretty crazy. Oh my god, what am I walking into? As I was saying, the Silt Striders were in Morrowind. I don't think they were anywhere in Oblivion. I at least didn't see any. And I played it pretty extensively. In Morrowind, though, the Silt Striders were basically like a fast travel system. You could get on them, you could pay a little bit of money, and they would take you somewhere basically instantly. I think game time still passed. But you just appeared there, almost like fast traveling in Oblivion and in Skyrim. I don't think they had fast traveling in Morrowind, oddly enough. Just the Silt Striders. So there's my objective. Let me just take a peek at the horizon. Let me grab some more of these, because if I run into many of those large automatic soul stones, I might need them. It looks like I'm passing up quite a bit here. Oh, no, okay. I saw those stairs and I was like, that is some awesome looking something. But those stairs, I think that's the way I came in. I don't think my Dramoras had expired yet. I think that Greater Soul Gem sucked the life right out of them. Gonna keep talking?
I no longer hunger, grow weary.
What is
feel
this?
anything but loneliness.
What is this? I can't ride him. Huh. This is interesting. Okay, well I'm gonna quick save in case I mess something up here. But, you gotta die, horsey. You gotta die, I said. I don't think I can hurt him, so I cannot damage Mr. Horsey. I think I can follow him. Maybe. Maybe he got away from me already. So that is very obviously some sort of fortress, likely home to the powerful beings that Serana mentioned. Okay, and you know what? My curiosity's getting the best of me. I'm going to cut this off so it doesn't eat too much into how much video time I'm doing here. But I'm going to explore some of these things a little. And I immediately find page 10 of Weeb's Opus. Ah, man, this is going to be tough. I should probably try to find all these and then just read them. About to strike me down in anger for my somewhat sordid past. Suddenly I understood everything. Suddenly I realized that I was brought here for a reason. I should have died in those ash wastes, but Lord Vivek must have seen something inside me that he hadn't seen in a millennia, and decided to spare me from my fate. Thus began my ascent to sainthood. Thus began the rise of Weeb. Vivek is a, I guess you could say he's a god. He was like a demigod in Morrowind. I think he was like the Lord of Mournhold, this kind of crazy city. Alright, back off it goes. Whoa, oh my. So, I stepped into... What just happened? I don't think oh, okay. I stepped into that thing. I actually blew out, there was one of those little light tower things right there, and I threw fire at it and blew it out. And then I stepped in the portal thing, or whatever it is at the top, and apparently it just sent me up to the top of this building. That looks like it might be a chest. Very interesting. Wow, that was some kind of scary lightning. It looks like part of that sky is solid. That's weird. As if we were underground in some sort of a dome. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Woo! What is this? A different looking chest. Glass shield that I do not have the carry weight for. Alright, back to exploring.
I've heard stories about this, but never thought I'd see it myself. So far, it's...
This is what you imagined? You're a freak, Serana. So, I found this thing called a lightning attractor. It looks like it's got a slot for a soul gem. Place a soul gem. Sure enough, grand or greater soul gems can be placed atop the apparatus. Well, let's place it. Greater soul gem. Blackum! Ooh, and it turned it into a black soul gem. What's going on?
Where'd you come from?
Okay, just some more, oh, Mistman! These are not Bone Men. Mistmen. So it turned it into a black soul gem. It doesn't look like it's got a soul in it, but that's still kind of neat. It gave me a switch out, a greater soul gem for a black soul gem. The black are far more valuable, so that's cool with me. I wonder if I can trap souls in here, and I wonder what level souls some of these enemies are. I'm gonna have to try some and find out. Huh. I've seen some of these soul fishes around, but this is the first time I noticed that it says I can harvest. Soul harvested. Did that just put a soul in a soul gem? Oh, I so hope that this is a place that I'll be able to return to after I complete everything down here. Oh my god, that was so easy. That's one of the easiest souls I've ever captured. I found another portal. I'll try to show you explicitly what it looked like. And it looks like it's brought me out to another one of these gigantic automatic soul gems. I'm not sure I can do anything to them. At least my feeble magics don't do anything to them. Reaper. Did that say Reaper Gem Fragment? I think that said Reaper Gem Fragment. Reaper Gem Fragment. Sure enough. Huh. Interesting. Here you go. This one obviously looks a bit different than those magical fonts that I could see outside. This is one that will teleport you. I'm not going to jump in it again because it just goes to the roof of this building. And so far, I think they've all teleported me straight up into the air to the roof of the structure they're within. I'm not sure if that's a constant, though. So I was able to capture a Wraithman soul, and it gave me a greater soul. So far, I don't think, other than the one grand soul that I picked up, I don't think I've captured any grand souls down here. But a greater essentially is a grand soul. It doesn't recharge as much on charged weapons, but it does have the same effect as grand as far as enchanting goes. I just found Weeb, who said, "I can't believe I lost those pages."
What do you want?
What exactly are you doing?
Readers.
He's looking for his pages. I bet if I find all the pages, I can come turn them into him. So for point of reference, the fortress... They'll see what they missed. The fortress that has my objective is over there. This is a fortress that I could see when I walked into this area. When that fortress became visible, this little structure became visible too. And I'm just past it. The area that I came into here is on the other side of that. I'm going to assume, seeing this campfire here, that this is where Weeb is normally at. So to take one more look at it. Oh, okay, of course it's not going to show me anything about the map. And this doesn't really help all that much, because it doesn't go too far. Well, you'll have to use those guiding points, I suppose. And the walls come tumbling down. And my Dremora smell weakness now. Yeah. Some more Wraithmen. Apparently, is there something... They looked like they were doing some ring around the rosy stuff. Are they chasing a little soul? I'm not sure that hit. Wow. Yeah, it did hit, actually. And that guy went down with one shot. They are chasing this soul. What is going on? Go down, Wraithman. Go down. Again, greater souls. Greater souls from the Wraithman. Another page as well. A virtuous glass dagger. You know what? It's really light, and I don't know what virtuous means, so I'm going to pick it up. Let's see what page 5 says. Now, I have found page 6. And the Silt Strider bouncing me around at full gallop. Finally, with a silent prayer, I released the string. The arrow sang through the air like a howling demon as it sliced its way towards its target. Finally, just as it crested the lip of a foyada, the arrow struck it in the misdirection. That almost didn't make sense. It let out a horrible cry and fell out of sight. My cries of triumph were... I think it said something about cut short or something like that. I don't know, cut off like all these damn pages are. Apparently this one is not a portal. It is a little bit larger than the other one. I hope I don't step right into anything that Valerica is going to have me do out here. This area is large enough that I could see me finding Valerica not being the end of my journey here. Wow, so this is quite interesting. I found a spell tome for Conjure Wraithman. It looks like it's pretty low value, as the value is only 75. I may have to give it a try, though, and see how good it is. So that tome, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to give you a real good idea, but again, the fortress with my objective is right over there. That's the fortress I was pointing to a second ago. Weeb is somewhere right in this area, and then I just kept going straight. It's in this little pagoda building right next to this tower. It says it is an expert level spell with a spell cost of 43. Just for point of reference, my Dremora Lord is also an expert level spell with a cost of 52, which makes me think that Wraithman, or Wrathman, however you'd say that, is a little bit less powerful than... oh, it only works in the Soul Cairn too, it says. Oh, it says from the Soul Cairn. Maybe it works anywhere. We'll give them a try. See how they feel. Ooh, those are dragon bone weapons. Yeah, check that out. That is pretty cool. Keeper. What's a keeper? Oh my god. What is going on? That apparently is a keeper. That's what the soul was trying to stay away from. Sweet, my stagger works. You're so toast. You can't do anything to a mage like me. Down goes the keeper. Unfortunately, I did not get to see the Wraithman in action yet. Dragonbone Battle Axe. Wow, I'm just straight finding them on creatures now. So there you have it. Fortunately, this damage doesn't really mean much to you, because I don't use two-handed weapons, so my skill is really low. So that keeper was at the base of this kind of wicked-looking spire. There's 2 of these spires over at that objective-ridden fortress. These have got to have something special about them. I don't know what it is yet, though.
Have here someone with flesh on their bones.
Morven Stroud. What's the matter with you?
Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers.
Ha! What ill luck.
How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were phony? Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
You look like someone who would double-cross a person. So that's how you got here.
You got it. Horse, wagon, and all.
Wow.
Plopped here without so much as a word.
Huh. Wagon?
I used
How?
to be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. How people would track me down just to see what I had for sale.
Got anything left?
Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win you any friends around here.
What about filled soul gems? There must be something you want.
I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along. The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly fungus-looking things growing out of the ground.
If they're in abundance, then why do you want some?
Bring
Can't you
me,
get some?
say, 25 of them,
25.
and you can rummage through what was left on my cart.
So can I not do that because you're a soul? Fair enough. What do you have?
Odds and ends I've gathered
Ha,
over the years.
yeah, sure.
Well, used to gather, before all of this nonsense happened to me. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal, if you have the husks.
So I wonder if it'll be 25 husks for like one item. I don't have 25 yet.
No husks, no sale. Guess you have some scavenging
Yeah,
to do.
I guess I do. Morven. Okay, so somehow I missed this guy. I saw this cart when I first came through here. This is the first structure to your right when you come in. So again, there's the objective fortress. Right over there's where I came in. So directly over to your right is Mr. Huskman. And I guess he wanders around. That's probably how I missed him. I bet he's probably always somewhere right in this area, though. So there you have that. Apparently I'll be collecting some husks as I continue to explore. This looks to be the remains of a dragon. With as dragon-oriented as vanilla Skyrim was, I can only imagine that they're going to have something dragon-oriented in Dawnguard. Something special dragon-oriented. The Soul Cairn seems like a perfect place for that. Alright, I found another spell tome. So this one is basically on the opposite side of the world. Conjure Bone Man. Of course they're going to give me Wrathman and Bone Man. So again, to associate yourself, I am now on the other side of Objective Fortress over there. And to my right, let's see, I guess I could use directions. So once you come into this area beyond this wall, the fortress is directly east of you. I went north to find Conjure Bone Man. I went south to find Conjure Wrathman.
Like they're still
There you have it. Oh, and interesting. Conjure Bone Man is not expert level. It is apprentice level. So it's specifically an archer, too. Of course, the cost is lower. I'm probably not going to use that one, just because it's apprentice level. I can almost assure you it's not going to be as good as Zerathman. That makes me think that I may find a master level spell down here sometime, though. Ew. The thought of that excites me. Another freaky keeper. Oh, wow, okay. Well, I'm kind of glad I took a hit from him. Note to viewers, do not take a hit from the keeper. He is quite powerful. Oh, he's going to get me. No, he's not. Oh, holy crap. His bone men might, though. There for a second I mistook them for my summons. They are not my summons. Gone? Are they gone? I think so. Boy, my Wrathmen didn't even help me in that fight, really. Let's see his loot. Dragon Bone Mace. Very, very valuable stuff. I guess he doesn't have loot, does he? Did I loot the other one? I think I looted the other one. Where did his body go? His body has run off! Are you in OFT? Run off! Whatever's clever. Huh. I found, out there on the ground, again, north side of the path to the fortress, a portal that goes to the, maybe not the top, but that goes pretty high up on one of these spires with the moving top. This is what the keeper was guarding, I believe. Oh boy. Mist Man. Okay, I bet I'll be able to find a Mist Man spell. Certainly, certainly. Maybe not here, but I'm thinking I'll be able to find one. Storm Thrall. Oh, I think that puts me over 25 husks. A Dragon Priest dagger? That's interesting. A corpse here with a Dragon Priest dagger. Makes me wonder if a Dragon Priest was banished into the Soul Cairn. Okay, so there's not a lot up here. This makes me think, though, that I missed a portal on the tower way over there on the other side of the world where I fought that first keeper. I may be an OCD Nazi and go see. So after a good bit of use of the Summon Wrathman, I think I've come to my conclusion. They're actually really close in power to the Dremor Lords. I had Dremor Lord and a Wrathman out for a while and just sat and watched them both attack the same target, and they do almost identical damage. It seems like they go down just about as slow, so they're about as meaty each other. So really you're looking at preference on the sounds they make. Dremora are kind of annoying in that every time they see an enemy they yell stuff, "I smell weakness," and all kinds of different crazy stuff. The Wrathman, the skeletons, don't say anything, but they do make these annoying like leathery teeth grinding sounds all the time. So oh, 7. Holy crap. Make sure you check your sacks. Oh my god. So really, as far as choosing one over the other, I guess the Wrathman is a little bit more mana friendly. He costs a little bit less to cast. But other than that, oh no. Not the crappy weapons, matter of fact. Sorry, but I'm going to have to drop some of this other stuff off. I just don't need it. I don't need the money. Get out of here. Oh, Virtuous. Undead. That makes Undead flee. Interesting. That's a very powerful version of it. I didn't know that. So there you have it. Wrathman, Dremor Lords, about equal in power. I don't know which is less annoying, really. Maybe the Dremora. I think I'm going to go back to the Dremora. It's actually kind of nice when they call out that, you know, they've found an enemy, as if brandishing a weapon is not enough. You dirty soul, Jim. You tried to steal my essence. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of soul husks at this point. An empty chest. Are you joking? You're going to entice me up here with a soul gem to seem as though it's protecting something. Make me use a soul husk just to get an empty chest. Ah, that's bogus. Okay, so at this point, I have exhausted nearly all of the wasteland area out in front of this fortress, the objective fortress. However, I was not very thorough about the area on the other side of this wall, the beginning area, for lack of a better way to refer to it. So I've changed my mind. I know this part's getting quite long. I think I'm going to go back over there. I'm going to record anything I find, hopefully all the rest of Weeb's pages. Hopefully I'll find all those, I'll record all of those, and that's probably going to have to be the end of this part. So, contrary to what I said in the beginning, this is not going to be a continuation of Chasing Echoes, which reminds me, I did look earlier, and I actually completed Chasing Echoes, and I've been on Beyond Death, so I'm going to have to change the name of that last video to indicate that Chasing Echoes is not in parts, but that is the whole video, and that's the completion of the quest. Whoa! So I will see you back on the other side of that wall, and then I'll probably cut it before I actually go into the fortress. Oh man, the stuff I do to your stiffy. Okay, so I lied. We're gonna come talk to Morven because...
Brought some soul husks?
I did bring some soul
husks.
husks.
Are you wasting my time?
Yeah, I brought some.
I've been so busy, I don't know. What, are you kidding me?
A sword for 25 husks, a battle axe, okay, so everything's 25, light armor, heavy armor, a spell tome, or nothing. Of course, my mage has to choose the spell tome.
Sure, here you go.
Bound sword? Are you kidding me?
Understand a word of it.
What?
Maybe it will do you some good.
So I suppose I could probably talk to him again, huh?
I might just be a soul now, but I'm still not going to give my stuff away.
Yeah, okay, so I don't have another 25. Is he serious? Did he seriously just give me bound sword? Oh, that's so lame. That so is not worth collecting all those soul husks. That makes me think that all the weapons are probably going to be, I don't know, not top-level material. That wasn't a top-level spell. They're probably going to be, I don't know, maybe ebony at best. Boo! Boo this traitor. So I found another page. I am back Looks like that doesn't do anything for me, and it's kind of low value. I'm back on the original side of the wall, the side of the wall that you start on. As a matter of fact, right over there are the steps that go back up and out of the Soul Cairn, back to Castle Volkihar. Right over here along the wall, you can't see it real well, but it's right where there's a little bit of a pillar outcropping, is the pathway that goes through this wall into the other area. So I'm over to the right of it, or I guess to the east/south, the southeast of it. And I found, it looks like page 1, so this one is not going to be cut off in the beginning. I am a hunter. I am a redeemer. I am Weeb. The tale of my rise to glory begins in the ash wastes of Morrowind. I rode alone, weapon at my side and the burning wind stinging my face. My quest was arduous, but necessary to ensure the survival of the Dunmer people. A pestilence was creeping across the Ashlands. Cut off. So I have yet another page. I am confident that I'll be able to find them all as I'm taking my time and bottoming this out. So I'm going to continue with scouting out this initial area, the first area that you see whenever you walk into the Soul Cairn. Man, those fissures are amazing. This is an interesting bit. At the top of a fortress out here, I found a gigantic automatic soul gem that I believe, yeah, I can windwalk over to. So I probably could have come around this edge and went up those stairs too, but that looked way cooler to windwalk. There for a second, I thought that that was the actual skeleton of some creature. I was getting ready to say, I am not sure I want to find out what made that skeleton. Apparently not, though. It's some kind of weird shrine. Oh, wow. That is actually really weird looking. Maybe that is just a skeleton. That's pretty messed up.
He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Wow. Arvak, huh? So a soul has approached me. You saw the dialogue. You probably didn't hear all of it. Calm down. Who's Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this
okay.
horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run.
Yeah,
Please,
I saw
he's
him.
such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
It'll change your horse, too. How can I help him?
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
So I'm not sure exactly where Arvak roams, but I bet he only roams in a pattern on the other side. Oh, Arvak's skull in the Soul Cairn. So I'm thinking it's that horse I saw. The horse, if I remember correctly, had his skull attached. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the skull off the horse itself, or if I'm going to have to find it separate from the horse's body. Very strange. I'll keep an eye out for him. Okay, so I found 6 of, I assume 10 total pages of Weeb's journal, or Weeb's opus is what it was called. I think I'm still missing 2, 4, 7, and 9. I've searched this initial area and the area just on the other side of the wall thoroughly enough that I think the other pages are probably going to be within the castle where my objective lies. So I've gotten enough soul husks that I'm going to go back to the other side of this wall, and I'm going to talk to the trader one more time. I'm going to get another spell book just to see if the spell books have a random chance of giving me, you know, any various spell books. If so, you could probably assume that the weapons are the same, that you have a chance of getting something really good. That seems logical. That seems like it's probably likely. And I may poke around and look for the horse for just a moment. As a matter of fact, there he is. Ah, he's going to lead me to his skull. I know he is. Alright, I'm not going to show all this because it's probably just going to be a boring run. But I'm going to follow this horse and see if I can find a skull. I'll go back to the merchant here in just a little bit. Huh, so I just missed it, but the horse ran to right here and then disappeared. It's actually right near where the merchant is. Again, the gate into this area is right over there. So that makes me think that the horse's skull is somewhere in this bit of ruin. I'm going to poke around and see if I can find it. So this is the second time that I've been just about everywhere on this fortress. There's a little portal over there that takes you up to the roof. There's nothing on the roof, though. You can jump down to this chest. I don't see any sign of the horse's head or the horse's skull up here. So I'll continue looking. I'm going to go talk real fast. real fast to this merchant, see if I can get a different spellbook off of him.
Brought some soul husks?
Yeah, do you have anything left to sell?
Of course I do.
Let's go for the spell tome a second time.
Sure. Here you go.
Close
Can't
wounds.
understand a word of it.
Is that... I want to say that that is... I don't remember what level bound sword is. Let me just see if they're the same. Oh yeah, it doesn't tell you what level it is. I actually think Close Wound is quite a bit more powerful, which makes me think that whenever you give this guy husks, he will give you a random occurrence, a random variation of whatever item it is you choose. So I guess you could potentially get some good stuff off of him. If you do something big like the battle axe or the two-handed sword, you could probably get some valuable items too. Okay, I think that's about all I want to do in this episode, but I'm going to poke around a little bit more and try to find Avarak, is that? Huh. Did he not give me a quest? No, he gave me a miscellaneous, didn't he? Yes, he did. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can track it. Avrax. Arvax. Arvax. I'm going to see if I can find Arvax's skull still. I do not have an objective for it on my compass. So I'm going to poke around a little bit. If I find it, I'll let you know. So there's a kind of curious area. This tower, which I found 2 of these little obelisks in. You can normally throw a spell, or I'd assume any kind of damage into those. Maybe I already did it, and I'm just not remembering. Maybe it's this. Maybe that's what lowers. But I don't know what was up here. There's like nothing up here. I can't figure out what I accomplished by hitting both of those. I feel like I'm close. Where's the skull? I've rounded up enough of these soul husks to go get another 2 items from him. That means I've collected over 100 soul husks. So, I'm not sure it's worth picking up as many as I picked up, but if you really want to max that merchant out, you can get a lot of stuff from him. What is this? This looks a little interesting.
Stay away from the crystals, or you may find yourself becoming one of us.
The crystals. Oh, okay, yeah, the gigantic floating automatic soul gems. Yeah, I'll be sure to stay away from them. Man, Arvak, come to me, brother. Where are you at? I keep seeing these things and thinking there's going to be some significance with one of them. And there never is. It seems weird that... Oh, whoa. Did you see that? Hold on. Shoot me. Direct hit. And, okay, never mind. Huh, maybe I used its power. It actually looks like it's not glowing as much. Okay, I gotta find another one of these. Oh, hold on. There's one right here. I'm still hurt a little bit. Let's see. Whoa, check that out. Okay, that makes sense then. So these things will heal you, and it looks like they get used up for a little while. I bet they also return. Ha, that's cool. I'm kind of glad I noticed that. Whoa.
Where'd you come from?
Completed Find Arvak's skull. There it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stumbling into it. My dumbfounded, befuddled nature. My bewildered belligerence. Figuring things out. Oh yeah. So let's see if I can... Oh, there's the skull. Okay, hold on. That looks like it fell out of the inventory of one of these guys. I want to try to get a bead on where I am so I can kind of show you. Okay, so that's the fortress. I am off the north. No, hold on. Let me get my bearings again. So that's the fortress, and the gate is like straight out that way from it. I want to say I'm like to the southeast of the gate into this area, to the I guess directly south of the, or maybe directly east of the fortress's gate. Let me back up and get a good look at this this tower. Okay, so there you go. This is the little tower that Arvak's skull is at. It's not far from, there's another tower over here. There it is. There's one of these towers with the weird top. There's another tower with the weird top on the other side of this gate. It's a little ways off of that tower. So let's pick up the skull, and let's go back to the warrior in the initial area. Apparently there's still a mist man around here somewhere. Blasphemy! All the mist men have died. Oh, they're over here just having a little powwow, a little party with Sarana. Okay, let's get back. Let's go return the skull. I want to see what Ghost Horse is all about. I have a feeling I may know. Okay, so to try to be as clear as possible about where Arvak's skull is, as I run back to the gates, which are still quite a ways away. Remember I crossed this little area where there are some ghost cattle and a big field of these soul husks? You can kind of see it. It's this closest tower right here. That is where Arvak's skull is. So as I proceed this way, there's this huge structure. And it is kind of directly on the other side of that from where the gate is. The gate is right over here. I'm going basically straight towards it. Luckily, with miscellaneous and the objective tracked, it does give me an objective marker, I think this is accurate, for where to return Arvak's skull. Actually I don't see it, and I don't actually think it's on the other side of that wall, is it? Okay, so I'm back in the initial area. Right over there's the stairs out of the Soul Cairn. And it's saying it's back over here, actually. I suppose the NPC that originally approached me to have me go get the skull potentially wanders. This is weird. It's actually having me run kind of back over to where Arvak's skull was. So it's like way off over in the distance over there. Basically the exact direction I'm running. This be odd. Huh, so apparently I ran away from this too hastily. This is the little tower I was saying, has skulls in. And right over here in the graveyard looking area next to it is now the soul.
Arvak! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it!
Cool.
He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to
Oh,
you.
yeah. This is what I was hoping.
He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier.
Ha! I can take him out of the world.
Bye, hero.
Out of the Soul
Take care
Cairn.
of Arvak for me. Such a good horse.
Oh, wow. What a great note to end on. You are welcome, soul. And thank you. Okay, I was going to say, let me out of dialogue. Please don't glitch. So I just got a spell. Summon Arvak. Flickum! Well, hello there. Arvak? Oh, and I can ride him. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I have a spectral horse now, and from what he said, I'm almost totally certain that I'll be able to use this horse in Skyrim once I return. So this is a little task that you're going to want to make sure you complete. I think I like this better than Shadowmere? No, that doesn't sound right. Is it Shadowmere? Is that the Thieves Guild? I'm sorry. Is that the Dark Brotherhood horse? It might be. Okay, either way, I'm going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching, everybody. When I return with the next episode, I am going to proceed into the Soul Cairn Fortress. I'm going to see if I can find Valerica, and I'm also going to look for the last 4 pages of Weeb's Opus. So look forward to all of that. I'll see you then.